Welcome to 3D Learning. This is Sports and Video 9. In this video, we want to talk about facts and practice your facts for and against. And then we want to do the second graphic, which is if-then, a circle, which helps you practice speaking very simply about your arguments. Debate is all about connecting. Connections, your argument to the idea, connecting your other people, your team people to each other through your arguments and facts and ideas. And so we have this facts sheet. And what's nice is that you can take this facts sheet, and the facts sheet will be for and against. You take this to your debate because everything is quick and easy to find. If everybody has 10, then you have 40 or 50 facts. And if you have 50 facts, then if your opposing side brings up some story or some idea, you already have a position and you have information you can get easily. So this is what this is all about. Taking all that information and putting it into facts for and against. Very simple ones. Don't write really long ones. Just a fact. Keep it simple. There are 10 of them for each person. So for your argument, you want 10. For your other team members, each one will do 10 or more. If you have more facts, it's really great. The more, the better. So that's what this is all about. List your facts and ideas because you need to have quick reference to how to oppose if you are challenged. And arguments do not work well in reverse. This means that it's always moving forward. Once you speak something, you can't put it back in your mouth. It's already out. So you have to continue moving forward and supporting through discussion and debate. So using the if-then, this is what you want to do in class. And you can practice using your facts sheet because if your argument for the for is true, then the against is not true. And so we want to do this, and we want to work through each person's facts for and against, for their argument. And how does that connect together? Each person has to be connected to the other person. If there's no connection, they're just kind of random ideas. But you want to connect it, and that connection will be very strong, makes your argument strong, and maybe will win you the debate. So this is a constant and makes more efficient answers. You are being challenged. Make sure that you have something to respond with. That is what we want to do with this graphic. Answering as many if-then sequences throughout the development will create strength in the rebuttal and response. When you are opposing a challenge, somebody is challenged and you are opposing, you need that information quickly because you only have 1 minute to respond. You need that information very quickly. The problem is sometimes we don't have an answer for it then. If this is true, if this isn't true, that's easy. But then you have to think about the opposite. So we want to practice that. We want to practice that cycle over and over again with our information. Debate practice is about to begin. Is the team ready? Well, you are never ready until it's over. Is the statement understood correctly? You have to put your ideas together and say, is this really how I understand the debate? Is this how I understand the statement? What side issues? Sometimes people find arguments that are not really good arguments for the debate, but they will speak them, and you want to hear them and catch them and then respond to them in disagreement. Those are side issues. They are not important, but you want to hear them and you want to bring attention to them and say they don't match the statement. Many points may be made, but most are not relevant to the statement. So, as you found in all your discovery, all your reading, a lot of ideas, they don't really match what you want to talk about. So, just because you have lots of information doesn't mean it has a lot of value to what you want to argue. The team must be ready to hear them from your opposition and respond with an opposing view. Remember, disagreeing is nice, but you need support if you want to disagree. So that's where the if-then. If you put your statement in the center, if this is true, then this cannot be true. That's where you start. If this statement is true, then this cannot be true. The second person says, if this, that's the opposing, right? Because if this, then that is not true. If that is not true, then this is true. So the cycle goes round. If yes, then no. If no, then yes. If yes, then no. Cycle goes round and round and round, and you use it for all your arguments from every team member, and you get together and do it. Just practice and say, are these arguments focused on the statement? Is that how we understand it? You have all that information. Now you have to focus really hard on that statement and your statement to defend it or oppose it. So that's what this if-then is all about. It's practicing your arguments very quickly. Yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes. And do they match? And do they support the yes? Do the yes support? And focus on the statement. Sometimes it's easy. You have an argument, but it's kind of not related to that. And so then you can see it, you can hear it, and you can discuss it in your group, in your class. So you can do that. This week, you practiced your arguments. How did you do? Did you get one circle worked through? Did you use all your arguments? Maybe you didn't have time. Do it during the week. You've begun to practice for the debate. So, this is kind of the last one. Next, we'll just double check a few things. And then, you've done all this information. And now you prepare for the debate. Practice in class. Practice out of class. Practice as often as possible. Because that's how you win. You don't win by not putting in the time. Let's close this out with video 10.